I feel like one of the main things you have to understand is develop your own sound. Make as much music as you can. Like, it's all about the repetition.
How was your family? Like, was they supportive at the beginning or till now?
The only trouble I got with them was recording so late at night and waking them up, and they're like, yo, relax, come on.
You can go out there, people motivating you, but nobody's telling you the actual mistake they have seen.
Yeah.
Once you get there, the street is really tough.
Why are you trying to put me on a box or label me as something? Like, why can't I just be whatever I want to be,
Some people are out of loneliness. They start doing crazy stuff.
One thing people don't talk about is when you go to a different country, you have no friends.
When I got here, I saw the difference in community. It's really, man, even somebody driving a Lambo would stop to say hi to you.
Like, I feel like so many people message me and they're like, wow, like, I didn't expect you to even reply. And I'm like, why though? Like, what am I, like, so busy? Like I can't take 2 seconds to reply to a message. Like, you get me? Of course, if you're busy when you're done, but like, it doesn't, you don't know the impact you can have if you just replied. You know what I mean?
While a true podcast, and yes, it is true. Obi Muhammad here. We are back in the studio after a long time, and I really want to apologize for taking a little bit, a huge gap between the first episode and the second one, but I promise you it was worth the waiting. And today I'm right here. I'm very excited, very thrilled. I've been chasing this one for a long time, man. And today we are cutting to the chase.
Come on.
Mr. Chase,
my guy, thank you so much. It's on my behalf because I've been so busy with work and everything.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate the dedication and the patience.
Sure.
And I'm so happy that we made it happen. And for real, cut to the chase now.
Yeah, cutting to the chase.
Yeah,
and, I'm very thrilled, man. I'm very thrilled to have you here today.
Likewise.
We usually don't go bigger than this, man.
Hopefully this is the beginning to bigger things, you know?
Definitely,
Yeah.
So, I was watching Homecoming.
Coming Home, yeah.
Coming Home.
Yeah.
It's Coming Home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
it's still new.
It's just today. Yeah, it's still
2 hours ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's a nice track, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I had a little bit of a cut you sent in the broadcast.
Yes.
And I was down for it.
Thank you.
And of course, so how has it been? Recording, lifestyle, and the music.
Well, the thing, like, you have to go back a bit to understand how I got here today.
Yeah.
I've been doing this since I was 13 years old.
Oh yeah.
So very young. High school, not even high school, like before high school-ish, just always been the type that was into music, into sound, into exploring new sounds and everything.
Yeah.
So I've always been into exploring that, and I just somehow managed to have that side by side with studies, with uni later on, and work now. So it's just a passion of mine. And in Oman, a lot of people have a certain view on how far you can get as an artist. And I'm very proud of all of us because we're trying to push the level every time, So I'm very proud of that. And it's just about enjoying what you do, I guess, in the end,
Definitely. So when I saw your music, I was thinking, like, how is it? When you started making music, we are living in a conservative community.
Yeah.
How did you manage to break through and say, okay, I'm going to do it, or maybe I shouldn't do it? When was the time you said, okay, I'm going for it? Full force.
I feel like when I first started, the music was only for myself and my friends, and so small circle, because of the conservative vibe that's happening around here, that I was like, I don't know if I should really go fully out, full force just yet. So I started showing friends, and I noticed in my brother, and I started to notice that everyone was slowly. I didn't start off good. Let's just say I started off, potential, and then slowly with time I started to develop a sound, and everyone started to enjoy it, and I started releasing on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, and I would see people commenting, and they're like, "Wow, this is not bad. Like for Oman, this is a good sound and all."
Yeah.
And I don't know, that gave me like some sort of boost to like go with it. And in the beginning, obviously, family and everyone was obviously different opinions.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone had their things, what they were saying, whether they were saying it's a good thing, bad thing, or are you considering this as a hobby, job?
Yeah.
Where is this going? You know. So for me, I honestly didn't know where I was going, but I just knew that this is what my passion, my calling, my purpose was. So I just, without hesitation, I just dived into it and just explored it, and now we're here, you know. So
Definitely.
I guess it's just believing in yourself, because people are like won't necessarily believe in you, and then because it's funny, a lot of the people back then, now they're like, "Oh, I always believed in you, my friend." Family.
That's how it always
So,
gets.
yeah. So it's a very interesting journey. You get to see people, you get to know more about yourself. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, that reminds me when I first introduced the idea of podcasting to my friends.
Yeah.
Bro, you can listen to it, but you can't go to making podcasts. What's the reason? Well, how would you do it?
Yeah.
And now they're supporting me. I was like, Mo, it's great.
Yeah.
You want to be there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
When you haven't started, there's a dream you portray in your head, but everyone around you, they don't understand it until you make it there. They see it as a, So, how do you see your journey from the day you started and where you are today?
Crazy journey, honestly.
Yeah.
Like driving here to do this, like that's when I was actually thinking about it, because I knew it will come up. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, alhamdulillah for that journey, because like there was situations that saved me. If I wasn't doing music, I would be out here. You get me?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of situations that I felt music was nice, and not just that, like the places music took me. You know what I mean? Like started music, like I said, a young age, and then high school, got to see the effect on people in high school. Because when I started, I didn't start as a singer, as a rapping or whatever. I started with beatboxing.
Yeah,
That was my thing. Like, until today, my high school friends, they're like, yo, beatboxing era, you were doing it down here. So that was when I started. And I started to go on shows, open day on colleges and all, and I started to see the shift in people, as if people being proud that Oman is doing these things. Then finished high school, graduated, went to Australia. I studied in Australia in uni, and obviously I wanted to study music, like you get me, but I had to look at the environment. I had to look at how we're gonna adapt in this cultural, So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do engineering, and I was really good at chemistry and stuff. So I was like, let me do chemical engineering. So I graduated chemical engineer, and while I was doing chemical engineer, I was doing courses on the side of music. So it's not a win-win in a way, right? Because most of the people here, they want to get a scholarship so they can get out. So for me, I was like, I'm gonna get out and soak in all the information, and then come back and try to do something, and I was doing stuff there too. So that happened, came back, tried to pursue this chemical engineer job, but for some reason, it just didn't happen as much as I would want it to. And all of a sudden, this whole radio thing happened from a show that I did with my best friend Bubs. Bubs. He's an incredible, one of the best rappers and writers down here. Shout outs to him. He helped me in my journey a lot, because when I first started making music, I wasn't necessarily like understanding the ways of writing as much, writing music. And he came from already like a level where he was in love with battle rap and writing. So me and him from high school, so for me and him in high school, we just became really good best friends until today. It's almost like 13 years of,
It's a long time.
So
It's a long time.
So and now we work together. So it's a dream come true in a way.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier, I think.
100%.
So I saw your battle between you and him, and I was like, come on, man. I haven't heard from him. I don't know if he's releasing some stuff, because I've been, closely watching.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't. He's not as into releasing songs, music.
Yeah.
He loves battles.
He loves battles.
And as you can see, like he's the one that pushed me to do battles.
the
If it wasn't for him, I would never. So it's all on him, honestly. He was the person that opened that door for me about battling and about doing this. And a lot of the battle stuff that we do, he would be like, let's do this, let's do that.
Yeah.
Because for me, I've always just saw myself as a singer. Like I never expanded. But I'm glad someone pushed me to expand and you know, see myself in different ways, because rapping is something I never saw myself. Like I don't feel like I have the voice of a rapper, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like rappers have a certain like a vibe, you know. Yeah, they carry themselves in a certain way. I feel like me, I'm more of like, I like to sing. Like I don't know, I like to feelings, you know.
I think
So yeah.
I was thinking that I'm the luckiest one to have you right after the release of the song.
Yeah, like crazy,
I
huh?
was like, oh,
This feels like a marketing strategy.
Definitely. Bro.
Yeah.
I was like, this is you know, a one stone, two birds. So
For sure.
I got you after the release of Coming Home.
Yes.
And yeah, so Coming Home, how did it come?
Wow,
You know,
crazy story.
What's the message behind it? And
So So I made Coming Home was one of the. I have these songs that I record very like I don't expect it to come like the way it comes, like unplanned.
Yeah.
So Coming Home was one of them, and it's a sequel to a song that I did before called Wanderlust. And the whole vibe of this songs is like this deep voice effect, and I really love that vibe. So I've tried to create this like another character of myself, like a Chase 2.0 type of vibe, you know, a more matured one like that, because all these songs came after I got married, you know, so it's a bit more sentimental to me. You get me? So Coming Home in particular, I freestyled it. It was not written. Nothing was written in that song. That song was just purely speaking from the heart. Like there was no filter, there was no nothing. Something about music, when you let go, it's so freeing. A lot of people don't let go. Like they're very like, I'm trying to sound like this artist, or I'm trying to do. But for me, I just wanted to let go and not think of anyone but how I want the music to be. Just let, you know what I mean? Like, don't overthink these things. So I just let myself go, and I'll never forget recording that song, because I didn't even have a proper setup. I didn't even have a stand. I was holding the microphone, like my recording microphone like this. So like, it was just raw, like it was very raw, and I just enjoyed it. The studio, like I said, the room didn't even have a studio yet. It was just a desk and the laptop. That was it. And I made that song. Now, fast forward, the studio is looking, you know, a bit more lavish.
Oh, that's a very artistic. And I feel a little bit betrayed today, because you can see I just...
Looking good, bruv, in black and black. It's a full vibe.
I saw the video and I was like, I'm coming.
Okay.
I was expecting you to come.
You know what? I should have came with a full suit. And just continue the song here.
I took the whole podcast thing like the same vibe I saw in the videos.
Now
I
see.
don't know why I was thinking like you are coming straight from shooting that video. That's
the feeling, huh? That's a good one.
Yeah.
You did your research well, huh?
Definitely, I was following very closely.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Great music, man. It's a great music. So when I was starting this podcast, I was focusing on young people out there.
Okay.
Like just us, like just
where
we have been an empire, you know. We are to get here. You said you started in high school, having studies, having families, stuff, and now here you are. For a young artist who's there, who's still maybe in high school, somewhere who haven't started yet, what is the message to you? What can you tell him today? Like, there's two types of I'd say music. The music that is pushing us to be like, you know, aggressive, punch money. I think music at some point or some ways have been used to convey the wrong message.
Definitely.
To a lot of people. I've seen it back in Rwanda, specifically the region where I come from is the hub of music.
Okay.
It's the hub of music.
What genre in particular, or just all?
It's called Zamirambo.
Okay.
So every single artist is coming from there, but we have this kind of thing of violence, drugs.
Yes.
This is really. I mean, if you want to feel like an artist, like a cool person, you have to be doing drugs. You have to be doing this.
Okay.
So how can we use this music to convey a good message? Also to motivate the young people who are out there. There's much to music than being, these savage and aggressive.
Yeah. See, the thing is, for me, maybe because I don't know if it's an artistic thing or it's just from listening to people in interviews talk about it, but I feel like when artists are talking about drugs and violence, sometimes they're just talking about their environment. Like they're not necessarily advocating for any of that. They're just saying the reality they live in. But then obviously along the line things got twisted and some people started to use that as like a sign of success, which is not. Like these people are getting out of that situation and they're talking about it in the music, but you're taking it as that's what I need to do. It's a backward situation, but that's not how it is.
You can't be there.
Exactly. And I feel like some people, they want to be that, like you said, because of the whole cool thing.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't know. I feel like I feel like I want to answer this in two ways.
Yeah.
The whole young people and then going on to that because it's two different.
It's two questions.
Yeah. A and B. Yeah. So firstly, young people.
Yeah.
I feel like you're at an advantage because social media is doing better now than it's ever done before. So I definitely feel like you just consistently need to understand that not everything in life comes like you want it. Like you're gonna have to, it's not a straight line, it's gonna be roundabout, left, right, U-turn, you might even go back a couple of steps, go forward a couple of steps. So it's a lot of ups and downs, but you just have to ask yourself, like, how bad do I want it? And I'm telling you from now, even your bestest friend might not believe in you the way you believe in yourself. Because everyone looks at you with their own expectation of how far you can get. So you have to be able to take certain advice from people, but understanding what is actually worth using and some just... don't really discard, but like keep it to the side, because some advices you'll need it later on in life. So so if you're young and you're trying to start to do this whole music thing, it's very easy. All you got to do is get yourself a mic. And by the way, I advocate about this on my story all the time. I'm like, if you're a starting artist and you don't know what to do and you feel like you're in Oman, no one's gonna recognize you, DM me, I will show you.
I saw you. I saw it on your Instagram story.
Yeah.
In the Gulf, and you have
DM me. Let's make this.
Wow.
Because for me, like that's why. As I continued doing music, I started to notice that that's what kind of I want my message to be. Where like I want to help, because for me, like I'm still not close to where I want to be, but I'm better than I was. So now maybe I can show you a couple of things that helped me, So a lot of these young artists will hit me up and they will be like, yo, I'm 14, what do I do? And then I'm like, don't worry, you don't have to worry about all these things. This is what you need to do. Visit this website, distribution company to distribute your music. This is how you make the music. You use this software, that, and a starter pack almost, and if you're starting, I feel like one of the main things you have to understand is develop your own sound. Sure. How do you develop your own sound? Make as much music as you can. Like it's all about the repetition. Like it's not about making one or two songs and I'm done. No, it's about, I've made so many songs in my life. Some songs will never see the day of light. Like I will never release them. It's for me, and some are personalized. Like for example, it's for my wife. It's only for her. Some are for my mother. Some I try to, you get me? It's like a gift for everyone. It's a timeless gift, So, believe in yourself. I feel like people say these things. You hear this stuff even on reels and stuff, like believe, take 6 months off, and all these stuff. But I feel like you have to understand that like you are the person with the controller. There's things you can't control, but there's a lot you can control. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep going out every weekend, or are you gonna go in the studio and try to figure this music thing out? So that's that. And then the second one about the violence and everything, I've thought of that when I got to the age of like let's say early 20s, it crossed my mind. I was like, I'm doing this music thing. what type of things am I trying to talk about? So I started to make like self-motivation songs because I was like, I obviously I don't want to do music talking about like drugs and all these violent stuff because like we're not about that life, you know. So I'm not gonna act like or behave in a sense that I'm not. I'm gonna be me to the fullest. That's something that got me this far, so I might as well continue. And just understand that some of these artists, when they're making these music, they're just talking about their environment. So it's it's an awareness thing. Yeah, self-awareness and awareness. So for you to take it and use it as glamorizing it, I feel like you need to understand the difference. And people that will fall into that, I guess they're just easily influenced. But you gotta recenter yourself and understand that if you are going to do music, what is your message, you know? So you get me?
Man, I saw that that Instagram story of yours, and I was like, oh man, he's into lifting others, because I really like into reaching out to those people who are still struggling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who doesn't have enough information.
Yeah.
Who doesn't think, oh, that guy, he's already making music, he's already got a name. Does he think about us? How can he do it? Because some people have to learn the hard way.
100%. 100%. I feel like I had to find. You know, my first song, I didn't even say words. I was just mumbling. And I was so certain that this is a good song. And I remember, like, first time I ever wrote a song, it was a paragraph. No structure, no rhyming, no nothing. No one taught me. YouTube videos, that was so limited. Like, not like now. Now you can learn everything easy. I remember the videos were like 2, 3, 4 videos at most. And the rest were, like, not really that good. And I just had to really understand this thing on my own. So I get what you mean about the hard way. Like,
definitely. If you started in your I think in your days, there was limited information out there. There was limited artists you could reach out.
There was
especially
here. I remember like a quick shout out to all the people that when I was young they were doing it. There was AKD. There was Danzak, who's still doing it till now. There was Joey Joe. There was Eddie Crazy and Double Time. They had a group, the Crazy. He was someone that was in high school as well with me, so I approached him as well, and he was someone that taught me a few things about recording. So and then there was a lot of Eagle Sparks. There was a lot of artists, Triple B and SG, and there was people doing their thing, but there was. I had to reach them, and I was really young, so the people looked at me as a bit like, is he really? But three, like Eagle Sparks, SG, and what's AKD? They gave me a shot. I actually have a song with them. When I started with a very young voice, and I wasn't even going by the name Chase. I had different nicknames before till I got to here, Chase, So
Okay. I saw you. It was your mom's birthday. Recently. Stuff, and I was like, okay. How was your family? Like, was they supportive at the beginning or till now?
No, honestly, my parents.
Did you get into trouble with mom?
No, actually,
your brothers.
The only trouble I got with them was recording so late at night and waking them up, and they're like, yo, relax, come on. I had so many situations with my brother. He just pulls the wire of the plug of the PC, and he's like, bruv, it's done, because we used to share room. So he'd be like, bro, it's 2 a.m. I'm trying to record this. He's like, nah, bro, let's sleep. So but they've all been like, I'm very grateful. Shout out to them. They've been very, very, my parents, like they've been always like telling me. My dad would be like, express yourself, like speak whatever is on your mind. My mom would always be like telling her friends or telling me like to sing and all. And my brother is like, he was a very harsh critic. Like, he was someone that would tell me on my face, this is bad, and I've been working hours for it. But he is the reason why I polished so well and did so well, because even though it felt like at that moment, why are you being so hard on me? But like, I see what he was doing. Like, it was like giving me the reality check before the comment section could say anything. You get me? This is the real comments,
It's great to have somebody who can tell you right out, because you can go out there, people motivating you, but no one is telling you the actual mistake they have seen.
Yeah.
Once you get there, the street is really tough. They're going to come touch you.
Yeah. So I feel like I got like some sort of understanding of how people are going to react, because parents and all, and my dad is the one that, like, how can I say, introduced me to like R&B soul music. We would be in the car together so many times, and he'd be like, Boys to Men, this, that, Mariah Carey, oh, listen to this part, you see how they transitioned from the bridge to the chorus, how they took it up an octave, you know. And you remember, because back in the day, I feel like a song could go all year, like how we will, you know, really enjoy it, you know. So I used to listen to all of that with him, with my parents and brother, and like, regardless, they knew that, okay, whether this is morally good for us or bad to support him, but I am the type of kid that was like, once I have my like onto something, I'm not letting go. So you might as well just help me, you know what I mean? Like, you might as well like, you might as well just come on my side, because I will not like, because like, because I'm the type of person, like, I saw music and I was straight away, this is my thing. And I just never let go. So people obviously in the beginning, they were like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Look at where you are. Look at this." But I don't know. I just felt like, why not though? Like, you really have to ask yourself sometimes, why not though? You know, why do I have to stick to all these? Like, why are you trying to put me on a box or label me as something? Like, why can't I just be whatever I want to be? You know?
But you had to make sure the grades are, you know, and with that school, because some of my friends who are now artists back at home, they were struggling in class. They were really they didn't care about class and stuff.
I didn't care, to be honest. In the beginning, I didn't care. I remember I legit, like, teachers talking, I'd literally be doing my thing. But then around like grade 10, 11, something clicked. And I was like, I have to find a way to balance this if this is going to be my life, you know? So, and then after that, my studies has been amazing. Because me, academically, I'm good. Like, I really love, like, chemical engineer, that, I enjoyed that. And I graduated first class honor, and I enjoyed it. Like, it was something that, till today, like, I love to review and read about. Like, I love studying, and I love challenging myself, you know? So, definitely.
So, are we seeing any performance anytime soon?
I'm working on something. I'm working on two things. I'm working on a private, intimate show. Where it's going to be like invitation. Of course, you get. Of course, I got you, and you got me. Like, you gotta sort it out. You brought me to your zone. I have to bring you to my zone. It's just the right way.
Gotta be there.
Exactly. It's a trade-off, and I've got a thing happening when the weather is a bit better. And the second thing, I've got this idea with one of my friends, shout outs to Qais. He has a boho van, where you see him a lot. Like, he's someone that, like, in any type of these events, food events or whatever, he's always there with his truck, and they do like live performances. So we have this idea of going around Muscat with it and just doing random performances in random places, like, and just randomly dropping a location, and whoever little audience wants to come. And it's mainly for content / telling everyone about it before hopefully we make something around the GCC or something, you know. See how it goes. It's just the idea for us to hang out, chill, but at the same time do something instead of just be, chilling.
Okay, that's great.
So
great vibes.
Something, because I feel like you gotta think outside the box. And he has the van, so I'm like, you know what, bro, let's do something, you know. So he was like, yeah, I'm down. But he has his own thing happening right now. So I told him, like, it's okay when we find the right timing, you know. And so in the meantime, I'm just adding more songs to the playlist of performance to perform. So
you talked about the Bubsy and
Bubs.
I was thinking, like, you can have a best friend, or just like men, I see girls that are mainly like they're in groups. Girls, they hang out with a lot of friends, maybe.
Yeah.
But we guys, we tend to have like one single best friend.
Yeah.
Usually it's your brother or somebody from a childhood.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you are leaving, if you are looking at different directions, it's really hard to have somebody who's pushing you to do that, to record that next music, to go to the studio. But how is it important? How important is it to have somebody, a close guy, a best friend, who's pushing you, who's pushing you in a positive direction, but giving you the same vibes and pushing you to the same to your goals? Because I've struggled with this back in the days.
I feel like it's
an introvert.
Okay. See, my brother's an introvert. We're opposite, me and my brother. He's an introvert, I'm an extrovert. So me and him were as well. So me, Bubs, my brother, like these are people that in my very close circle. And then obviously I've got people day ones from high school, like a lot of friends. Like I feel like if I list now and I miss someone out, it will be a hectic situation. But a lot of childhood friends, like one of my really till today childhood friends who's getting married soon, actually, Ahmed Al-Riyami. He used to come with me to performances and be that guy that videos these, and I put it up on YouTube. Before it was it was a thing. Of course it was a thing, but I'm saying before it was a thing that you would go out for that. You get what I mean? Like content creation and all. And it would literally be there filming. And then with Bubs, like he was someone that, it's very important to have someone that will give you such advice as if it's for him.
It's for him, yeah.
See, with Bubs and with my brother and with Ahmed and with all the people that are around me, because I have so many different friends from different times of life, and all of them that I had, like, and the reason why I kept them around me is because they had this type of care like it was for themselves, and like Ali Sharji, one of the people that I work closely with, Fen Apparel, Fen made this, who's Saad, his actual name. These people, they're videographers, they got this skill and they put it close. My cousins, I have Saleh, Abdu, all of these, you see these people, like they care because they see the vision, you know what I mean? And they've been in support of me before all of this. And then I have uncles that as well sing and are giving me advice, like Harith Hazi and my other Thwaini, my uncle Thwaini Hazi, like they give me like the moral that I need with this music, you get me? So it's very important to have someone that is going to care for you beyond, like, even if you don't make it, you get what I mean? Like, it's not, because in the end, like, who knows if you're gonna make it? There's no guarantee in anything. You gotta do it for you in the end. So I love the fact that they all like boost me. And Bubs, like, he's been closely in the studio with me. Like, he's seen me down, he's seen me go, like, can't even finish the song, and he'll be like, no, I'll help you, like, we'll get this done. And there's even a couple of songs that are out on my Spotify that he wrote the whole song. I
was about to call him out. I was like, oh, come on, man.
No.
There was one battle. Or something. Come on.
No, and so songwriting wise, like in the beginning, like I used to know how to write songs and stuff, but I used to be very like anxious and not know. So some of the songs, like he was like, you know what, I'll write it and just give me credit, and you can sing it, And there were songs like where I would help with the ideas and stuff, but
Okay, that's great.
I feel like I went to so many, but I felt like I was,
That's what I wanted to get. But Babs, I hope you watch this and
next battle soon. We have, I'm not gonna lie, we have so many battles. Battles in the past that people didn't watch that are out on our Instagram if you scroll down, and on the Oman FM page. But like, we have so much battles coming, because when we did the food battle, we did not expect that, because we've done like 9 battles before that, and it was good response, but it wasn't like that till today. Till today, especially the demographic of like Africa, East Africa, West Africa, they would message and be like, this is crazy references, and some people, they can't believe in Oman like there is such dialect,
of course.
So they don't know like the history,
That was really good. It's It's a monumental kind of thing, and you have to do something else, like so in that context.
Yeah.
So, any collabos soon?
The thing is, I'm the type of person, I personally don't like to say collabs because I don't like to ruin the manifestation, you know? What if it doesn't happen? What if something happens? But collaborations that I can say that the songs is done and ready. Of course, my one of Bob's, of course, something's coming. A song is coming with Bob's, not a battle, you know. And Salim B, someone that one of my really good, like we've worked on music. He's also a singer. And another artist called Zodax. We have something coming up. And I've got some potential international songs that I would keep a surprise. But there's one that's coming soon, which is a collaboration with a producer called AY.
AY?
Yeah, he's in Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah, in Dubai.
AY from Kenya.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Dubai. And we're actually finalizing some of the stuff now before the release. So I'm really excited for that because it's like this. Working with him was the first time that I don't take care of the editing.
Yeah.
Because I'm very hands-on with the editing. Like, I like to sound a specific way. Like, I will not trust anyone to just hand over my sound I will do the final touches. But this is the first time where I get to give it to someone more experienced, more years in this, more knowledgeable. So
quite a long,
and he's established himself in Dubai. So
Okay. So there's a huge package in coming days.
No, I feel like I said to myself, done. We got married, we settled. It's been 2 years now. Everything is, alhamdulillah, better and it's more stable. So I'm thinking to myself now, you know what? It's time to explore this music stuff because I have so many music I keep on my laptop. I have a bad habit of that. I record music daily, so you can imagine the amount of music I have. But I just have this bad habit of keeping it and just saying later. But I'm trying now, and all my friends now and family and all, I've told them about this, so they're now all like, come on, no more.
Project after project.
Now you're releasing it, or some of them even will make fun. They're like, or we'll leak it,
Release it or we leak it.
Yeah, literally. You have an ultimatum, so
Okay, man. That was that's amazing, and I was going to ask you what has been the most challenges you have faced, like doing music until this very day.
I feel like it's finances. I feel like people don't realize how much finances goes behind this, because in the end of the day, like when you start, more or less you're not going to make anything back. Like, I just got to a point now where I'm making it back. Like last year, end of last year to now, is when I'm getting like money from streams, but like there will be times where you're gonna go like, what am I doing now? Like financially, I can't support myself doing this. And I feel like that's why a lot of people here, like they plateau and they reach a limit where they're like, I can't do this anymore and stuff, because and the support and stuff. But I feel like financially was I would say is the biggest thing, and motivation, like self-motivation to actually do it in a country that is so like you said, conservative and stuff. So that two things was definitely like self-motivation and self-creativity and all of that, and the financial aspect, because in the end of the day, when you make a song, the beat, you have to pay. If you're going to do a music video, you're going to have to pay the studio and the videographer, and then you have to buy licenses for your copyright. So many things. You're just swiping the card, and hoping one day it will come back,
So for those out there, it takes a lot of courage, and you have to love it.
Yeah, you have to look at it beyond the clouds, beyond the impressing X, Y, Z people, beyond the status of it. Like, you gotta look at it as, this is me. This is what I'm gonna bring. Yeah,
definitely, because it's studios where even back in the days, you see there's a lot of people holding to the studio. Like, I don't know when I'm recording like 3 hours late, and you have to spend a lot of money, and sometimes the feedbacks, you say, oh, now I'm tired, because the feel you thought it's gonna be massive out there. to the youngsters, they have to understand that it's really
and learn how to do everything on your own, so that you don't have to. That's one thing that I'm so grateful I did at a young age. I learned how to do everything on my own. Recording, mixing, mastering, editing, everything. Like, I feel like I'm so grateful for that, because nowadays you have to pay, wait, this producer, that they will take the money and leave, and they will be like, time's up. Some producers in terms of renting the studio to record, 1 hour means 1 hour. They don't understand. They're not understanding. They're not lenient. They're not nothing. The moment you are done, they're like done. You get me? So if you learn how to do everything in your bedroom, you have a mic, you have the whole setup. Now you have less problems to deal with. You know. So yeah.
So are you working with any like how do I call it, that house music collab?
Oh, you mean like to use their studios? Like a sponsorship situation? No.
So you're doing the whole thing by yourself?
Yeah, but I'm open, you know, if you're watching this, you know, I'm open to negotiation. But I'm doing the whole thing on my own. I've been doing it on my own, obviously with the aid of friends in terms of videoing or any little stuff in that industry. I do have a lot of people that help me from time to time on things, but the music itself, like we're in the studio every day in my own place, and we're learning every day, and I'm doing courses and I'm teaching myself, you know. So yeah.
So do we have a lot of producers here in the
like beat makers?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, if I'm being honest. Like, most of the people I deal with are abroad, like Dubai, UK, and in Australia, because obviously I was there, so I have friends from, you know, like that. But in Oman, not much. Like, the only people I can think of is Triple B and a couple others here and there. Maybe I can't think right now, but there are a few producers here and there. But I feel like, there's more artists than producers here.
There are more artists than producers.
Yeah, so there's a lot of, you know what's crazy? There is a lot of people that sing and rap in Oman that will blow your mind. That would actually, you will be like, wow.
For that post, you saw a lot of DMs.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people DM me. And some people, they're like, yo, I just want to be honest. I'm not, like, they would DM this. They would be like, I just want to be honest. I just don't want to do this. Like, because I know my family is this, or because my family name is this, or whatever touchy, you know, sensitive situation that they know that would backlash, and they know they won't last long. So they're like, there's no point in doing this. But I definitely feel like when I was sent some stuff when I was listening, some people out here are talented, and some of them are young. Like, they don't understand that, like, how they can leverage this, you know. And you know, you can't force these things. To each their own. So everyone has their it's a risk, you know. You're putting yourself on a limelight, you know, and there is things with it that come that some people might not want. Like, some people don't want to be recognized when they go in public, you know. Some people just want to just make the music, you know what I mean? So it's a lifestyle, like you said.
Is there any competition here, like, you know,
like competitive artist type of vibe? There is. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, I'm the only one out here. No, like, obviously there's a lot of artists out here that are doing their things. There is a lot of people that are Omani, but they're not in Oman.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, there is artists that are in Dubai. Speaking of beat producers, I just remembered a beat producer that I really like was Sap Nile. I don't know if you know him, but his brother Groovy Nudge, he raps and he makes the beats. What's up, Nile? He's such a phenomenal guy making beat. And then, like, competition wise, like, it's a friendly competitiveness. It's a competitive, like a competition that makes us push to you know what I mean? But like, the artists that I'm thinking in my head right now, the reason why I'm not mentioning is because they're not really active. You get me? For it to really be competitive, you need to go neck and neck with me. You get me? So when I look at that, like, because me as an artist, I want to know who else is down here. You know what I mean? So I look through their Spotify, you know? Exactly. So I look through their Spotify, and inconsistent, you know? Like, that's it's a shame, because some of them, they're really good. Like, they're really, really good. And for me, like, when I see an artist that I really like, I'm not gonna be like acting like nah, it's Sai, you know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not gonna be like that. Like I'm going to be like commenting, liking and stuff, because for me, like I'm a lover of music. Like I'm not out here trying to act like, you get what I mean? So you got, with this stuff, you gotta be humble and humble yourself and understand that you're doing it and you have your journey, but someone else has their journey. So why is your journey better than their journey? There's no, we're all just painting a bigger image, and in the end, we're all trying to put Oman on the map, you know?
Yeah,
so,
sure. I was thinking about the music here. There are a lot of music. Even the music I've heard here the first time I got here is like cultural, Arabic and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
the Arabic scene.
Secular music, has it penetrated yet, or the public has started, welcoming it, or there's still a long journey to go?
With the so in Oman,
this cultural music is really, really a hype here.
Yeah, no, see, in Arabic rap, down here is hectic.
Yeah,
like it's at like the writing, you have to be top tier. Like it's becoming very, and then there is artists that go in both, like Arabic and English, like like this young and Just Faded, like he's doing the whole Arabic and English, mixing them, you get me? But Arabic, like it's two different things, right? Arabic and English it's separated down here. The Arabic scene here, crazy. Honestly, crazy. I didn't know anything about it until Bubs, because Bubs, once upon a time, he had a company, a music company, rap, and he used to throw shows, battles, Arabic rap battles, and even ciphers and stuff. And he opened my eyes to the Arabic scene down here, to the point that I started to collaborate with some of them.
Wow. I think this is an Arab thing. Arabs are really good at writing.
They're very poetic. They're very they're very, because even us, like when I sit with my friends and we're speaking in Arabic, our metaphor, similes, and the way we attack like punchlines and stuff is very funny. We're comedic by nature, and poetic. So put that on a song, understanding how to utilize, and dangerous. You get me?
So, I wanted to learn Arabic sometimes, but I did Arabic in high school, because I studied in an Islamic school.
Okay, nice.
I tried, but when I came here, the Arabic is really, really tough.
Yeah, and then dialects. It's very cold.
It cuts deep that I don't understand.
But I feel like it's in time. If it's time, you will get it.
I'm here.
This is you get me. As you're doing this podcast, you as well Arabic.
I'm after it, but Arabs are really good at writing, and I think those raps are amazing. And maybe in some time they'll start getting a huge platform.
So the thing is, they are recognized in the GCC. They are recognized. Like I have been in situations where I've heard like some rapper in Saudi shout out someone in Oman, because the thing is about the rappers in Oman, like it's just support that they're missing. But as people, as rappers, they are ready. They are hungry. They are actually ready to like do this. But it's just they need to feel like their people are behind them, and like they are behind them on socials, on performance. But there is more to it. You get me? Like there's more you need to do for an artist like them, for what they're trying to do. But I honestly would love to see them shine and stuff. There, some of them are doing some damage.
One guy, he's a friend of mine. We were talking on Instagram. His name is Isatak. Do you know him? Isatak. I don't know. Isatak.
I'm not sure
if I'm pronouncing it.
Maybe if you show me his Instagram or something.
He's really, really great, man. He sent me some of his tracks, and he was amazing.
In Arabic,
yeah.
So when you hear these songs, you understand?
Not everything.
But you pick up like here and there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So this is the guy.
No, I don't know this guy.
Oh man, he's.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
He did a promo thing, right?
Yeah, he did it.
The street drivers, something like that. Yeah. So he's Omani.
He's Omani. I thought he's a UAE or something.
Yeah, because of the clothes. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know him. I can't say I've listened to his music or whatever, but like I've seen his promotion boost stuff, on what's it called, Instagram, and he has potential. You know?
I think we need to support each other here in this.
We have to.
So
yeah,
because we are. I think it's in its early days, and secular music is in the early days. It's just breaking through now.
Yeah, like there is so much like to discover. So much.
Definitely.
Like for example, with me, 2 years ago, I started the journey of changing my sound to Afrobeat. Because like to me it was a big step. Because I feel like when I look at Afrobeat, I look at its cultural impact, like the actual roots of Afrobeat, you know, and when I wanted to do it, I didn't want to be the type of artist that mimics an accent. You know, because I feel like that's just wrong, you know? Like, you either gonna just do your normal thing on Afrobeat. You get me? You don't have to, you get me, act like you're out here, like you come from Nigeria and you're all like, no, like just, if you're from this place, rep that place. You know what I mean? So for me, the first thing I had to realize is like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I took the R&B approach. Obviously, it's interesting, Afro R&B, but then I started to slowly tweak, and I really love it. I feel like the bounce of Afro beat will, like for an artist in the studio, it will give you what you need to keep going. You get me? So I really enjoy that, and I would love to see more people in Oman do that, because I feel like I don't know anyone that's doing Afro beat here like that. You know?
Well, I've seen some people from Nigeria. They take a part from a piano, they tweak it in their own way.
Yeah, I've heard that
comes
too.
Up
Yeah,
really
beautiful.
Yeah.
So I feel like music is now coming to a point where it's going to get mixed so much that we're going to create, of course, new genres, just like Amapiano and everything. But at the same time, people are going to create their own, like even more. Like they're going to sub-genre. You get me? Because music has no limitations, so why not, explore?
You have to be more creative.
Yeah.
Definitely, it was a great pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. Honestly, it was
and
fun.
this is I think it went way beyond what I expected. I thought you came on pressure and some stuff.
No, this is fun. I love this type of vibe, and I was looking forward to this, And obviously, I had it had to get delayed a couple of times, but I'm so happy that we finally did this. And maybe episode 20 or something, man might come back. You get me? And I will come back with new stuff. You'll have even new stuff. So I feel like this is the beginning of a friendship. You get me?
Definitely.
So and hopefully to more stuff. Yeah, for sure. It was a pleasure.
So this is the end of the episode, and I really want to thank each and every single one of you who supported us in the first episode. And I was starting off too, and it was massive. I got a lot of feedbacks. Just telling you from Hatim.
Yes.
There was a great, a lot of efforts that were put by the studio. I want to shout out to the studio also.
Shout out to the studio, honestly.
Hatim showed up also. I was very surprised.
I know Hatim from work. And he comes to record, like I was mentioning off air, before recording. And see, you would be surprised, looking at someone like Hatim, you would think that I should approach him in this way or that way, but he is one of the most humble and just chill person. Me and him have had so many deep conversations about things. And I look up to him. I love everything that he's doing, and he is actually working alongside with as well my uncle.
So
I was
really surprised to see his message. It was like, definitely.
No, he's a very humble, down to earth guy. He's not the type of person I'll check my. No, he's. I'm free then. I don't mind giving you that time, to spread the message. He's very honestly, big ups to him.
I really want to shout to the community. When I got here, I grew up back in Rwanda, and a couple of countries back in Africa, but when I got here, I saw the difference in community. It's really, man, even somebody driving a Lambo would stop to say hi to you. Come on, these people are so chill. No one else. And until the day I came here to record with Hatim, and I was like, really, is this the guy? Like,
Yeah.
it would be very difficult to pull up somebody like that, to pull up
Yeah.
somebody like you.
My,
I am nobody now. I have
no,
name.
but
This
I
is my
feel like
second
maybe
name.
because we all see the potential in you, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like if you keep doing this, I definitely see great things coming, and I can confidently say that Oman is one of, if not the only country in the GCC that I feel like we're this humble, you know. Like, put aside how much money we make, how much it costs, building, whatever it is, I feel like we have such a down to earth vibe, laid back vibe.
Sure.
And it reflects even on my music. I speak about some of these things because, like, I had times where, like, if not for the humbleness of the people, I would have not released certain music. Like, there's certain videos that the people shot the video for free for me, just because they believed in me, you know. So and now we're giving the energy to you, you know, and hopefully you can do your thing and stay consistent, because in the end of the day, that's you know.
Man, because when I came here, and I was really thrilled by the culture. Well, when I came here, I didn't really understand. I didn't know much about people here. But when I got here, I instantly got a scholarship to go and university somewhere in Europe.
Okay.
And I was like, should I stay here or should I leave? And I decided to stay. And now, after realizing, I have been here for 1 year and 6 months, I think.
Okay, and before this, though, your whole life in Rwanda?
I was back in Africa. I was switched to Kenya a little bit.
Nice, okay.
But when I got here, I said there is a lot of opportunity here. I think the community is really good. I can stay here. And now I'm chasing my dream here at a country.
Sometimes you gotta leave, you know, to you get me. Sometimes it's sometimes it's not you, but it's where you're trying to do it, you know.
And leaving home is one of the thing that makes you grow. It's really tough.
Yeah,
you have to figure out a lot of stuff by yourself. But when I came here, I was like, I am going to make my dream come true here, because I saw the potential in everything.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, no, big ups to you, honestly. And I know what you mean about abroad. Like, when going to Australia, the other side of this world, it was one of the biggest challenges, but it was one of the best challenges as well. Because when I went there, obviously, as how old was I? I was like 18, 19. So I was really young. Now I'm 28. So, like, it's been a minute, you know. But yeah, it was a crazy journey in understanding, meeting people, because one thing people don't talk about is when you go to a different country, you have no friends.
You have no friends.
Like, you have to understand that no one you get me? Like, you're not gonna go there and suddenly people are dabbing you on the airport, come, I'll take you. Like, it is lonely. It is lonely, fam. Like, no one talks about these stuff. But, yeah, like, it's you. What are you going to do? Are you just going to be lonely until your time is done here? Or are you going to utilize and start to get out there? And nowadays with social media, just DM people. Be like, yo.
Outside there.
Exactly. You got to go grab it.
Some people are out of loneliness. They start doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You see some people coming here, even in the community, like in African communities. Living. I've seen some people that are just opting to some, bad habits, just because they want to fit in whatever group is there or whatever is going on. But you have to be first. I think you have to be comfortable with living yourself. Give yourself a time. Look around, see the environment, see people who are rocking with what you rock with, and start going in. And this is a message to young people out there: reach out to people, ask for help. People, you don't know how many people are there who are willing to help. But only if you reach out to them.
I'm always open. Like, I feel like so many people message me and they're like, wow, like, I didn't expect you to even reply. And I'm like, why though? Like, what am I, like, so busy? Like, I can't take 2 seconds to reply to a message. Like, you get me? Of course, if you're busy when you're done, but like, you don't know the impact you can have if you just replied. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So,
yeah, and to all the youngins, like, it's not all about, like, how popular I will be, or like, this is something separate, but like, it's not about like putting a Google Maps location and from A to B. Like, look around, see, look up, put your phone aside. Honestly, sometimes I've been doing this new thing now where sometimes in a month I will switch off all electronic devices, and for 2 days zero. You know what I mean? Zero, as in like nothing. Like, no, I don't have a iPad, phone, laptop, nothing. For 2 days, I am out here.
Bro,
I am just embracing nature. I am just having proper conversations. No, oh, 1 second, no, nothing. And honestly, since I started that, I've been feeling such a balance in my life. Like,
bro, I've seen myself, the more screen time I had, the more empty I felt.
Exactly. It's so weird, huh?
It's you feel so empty, but once you put aside, it's kind of boring.
Exactly.
It's very hard. You feel the dopamine is urges.
You start feeling low because you're used to looking at all these videos, and it makes you realize, like, likes, views, and comments. These things, you will get used to it if you like all these people that make millions and all. So you gotta find a way of fulfilling your void without having to rely and be dependent on likes and views.
This stuff, they consume us a lot. They consume
for real. It's a job. It feels like a job. Like me sitting there, it feels like another job.
Definitely, yeah. So his name is Chase. Coming Home is out today.
Yes, sir.
Make sure to go. He has on all his platforms, Spotify,
everything.
YouTube,
yes, everything. Yes. More than 50 platforms.
Yeah, just search Chase Music, and he's there. Just listen to the vibe. It's really great, and there's a lot of tracks that are coming out. And make sure to subscribe on our podcast and follow us on all social media platforms. We have we're on Spotify too, Apple Podcasts. Yes, and we're on Instagram, everything. Just it's Wild True Podcast.
And make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified with the next video. I always wanted to do that. So yeah,
definitely. He did it. Until next time. Ciao.